Welcome back to Last Year, the one-year time capsule podcast. Today is March 2nd of 2025. So what is happening in the world right now? As of yesterday, the Salem witch trials began 333 years ago. Today, Harry Styles ran a marathon faster than I ever have. Timothée Chalamet won a SAG award. A former League of Legends player, Kirill, is trying to sue Twitch for possibly literally more money than there is in the entire world. Mr. Beast dropped a banger video. Could you name like one other thing that happened
in this week?
Yeah.
I think President Trump and the vice president met with President Zelensky.
Ah, yes, nice. Yeah. So what did you do this week, Andre?
Well, I met with President Zelensky. Let's see, what else did I do this week? I had a test on Friday, which I think went fairly all right.
Good.
I created a master sheet with all sorts of problems and stuff I can look at because we were allowed a cheat sheet front and back. And it helped for the most part. The last problem, I was sort of stupid. Like, the professor before the exam, he was telling us, he was like, the last problem you guys are going to struggle with. And so once I got to the last problem, I looked at it, and I was like, I might be cooked on this one. So
And were you?
I went to a problem on my notes that I had intentionally written down. I was like, this one's pretty similar. So I started working at it, trying to do it sort of using that problem. I wasn't getting too far, but I kept going, trying to get as much partial credit as I could. Eventually I ran out of time. And after the test, I was talking to Kevin. He was like, oh yeah, that was just like the one that like, he was like explaining to me the type of problem. And I realized I had almost that exact thing on my cheat sheet, and I just forgot to look at it.
Oh, so you were cooked. You are cooked.
I was probably pretty cooked for that problem, but I think most people probably were. So, and the good news is the professor said he'll probably end up curving that problem, and he usually curves his exams so that the average is around an 85. So if I'm around the average, I should be getting an 85.
Wait, what do you mean? Like what do you mean he curves it to an 85? Like
the exams?
Yeah.
So the average is usually around an 85.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I understand. Like after he curves it, the average becomes 85.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's how he knows how much to curve it, so that the average is an 85.
Oh, that seems kind of diabolical on one hand, but also very kind on the other. Because, like, what if the best score? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. I just feel like it'd be cool, like, to put the highest score at 100%.
I mean, like the very highest to be 100? I mean, that would just be a no curve, I'm pretty sure.
No, not necessarily.
So say no one gets 100%, you curve it until the highest is 100%?
Yeah. I feel like that's fair.
What if someone got a 99? So then you just curve it like 1 point. So it only helps the very 1%.
Wait, so well, what happens to the people at the top? Do they get like 110% or something?
Yeah, they could, yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'm cool with that. I'll let that one slide. What's his name again, your professor?
Dr. Rodigan.
All right, Dr. Rodigan. Nice.
Yeah, Dr. Rodigan is a real one.
Really?
Like, future Andre, at the end of this course, maybe you'll think differently, but as of right now, he's a real lad.
Good. I'm glad.
What did you do this week?
Oh, should I get into it?
Yeah.
Is that like, I mean, I feel like you did some other stuff too this week.
All right, let me think.
I did write it down, so it'll be easy.
You wrote down what I did?
Yeah. All right, so first, we finished the podcast, right?
Like last weekend? Mm-hmm. Was that with Sean?
And I was mad tired. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I drove you home.
Yeah.
And what'd you do?
Right after that? I think I probably just, I've been playing 2K like a lot, so I probably played some 2K, or maybe I did homework. It was either 2K or homework. Those are usually the evening activities. There's a chance I lifted a little bit of weights.
Oh, that's cool. Like in your room, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably ate some food. Because I mean, it was already like midnight when I got home, so probably didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I went to school. We had a review day for the test I was just talking about. Then I think I just went home. And then Tuesday.
Don't mind.
Tuesday, I went to class. I think it was either Tuesday or Thursday, but for my FSAE class, there's the lecture portion where the professor just teaches you about racing and stuff.
Racing?
Racing.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the lab portion where a member of the current car team, sort of helps us design the car and, get ready to design the car and stuff. And it was funny, after I was leaving class, he saw my skateboard and he was like, "Can you do any tricks?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "Do a tray flip." And I was like, I don't know how to do a tray flip, but I can do a heel, or he said, "Then do a kick flip." And I was like, "I can do a heel flip." And so he was like, "Then do it." In front of almost the entire class, everyone that hadn't left the class yet.
This is Professor Zelensky. Just kidding.
No, this is just, he's not a professor,
Okay.
but he does teach the lab portion.
He's like the
He's
TA.
Not even, he's just a student.
Oh.
But that's how involved the FSAE is. He's the project manager for the current team. So he's just trying to prepare us.
Huh, okay.
So yeah, I almost did it. I fell over. But
Damn.
it was still
respect
pretty
for
cool.
trying.
Yeah.
That's the big part.
And then I told him I would get it next lab session. So
You better.
it'd be cool if he asked me.
Yeah. Wait, so this is now Wednesday?
That was actually Thursday.
Okay.
So I skipped from Monday to Thursday.
That's all right.
But Tuesday, I think I just went to class. At some point during this week, I think I went to the tire shop or something, because the tire on my car is losing air.
Oh, yeah.
And so the person at the tire shop said it's probably because he saw a patch in there, and he said the patch is letting out air. And so I created an appointment for Wednesday, I think it was. I had to move it to Friday. I didn't end up going on Friday, but I did end up going yesterday. And I was there for 5 hours.
Doing what?
Just waiting. I had an
Damn.
appointment. My dad made an appointment at 12.
Uh-huh.
But for some reason, there was still 4 people ahead of me, 4 cars ahead of me.
What?
With whatever problems they might have. So I have to inspect them and
dude.
service them.
That's
and stuff.
terrible.
So it was across from Coronado Mall. So I sat there in the waiting room for 2 hours. And then eventually, so many people were getting all mad, and they're either taking Ubers home or something, or just
Wow.
crossing the street to go to the mall.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. Eventually I went across the street to the mall.
That's good.
And then, but yeah, it turns out I'm gonna need to get a tire replaced.
That's too bad. Damn. And then, okay, you went to a play
Yeah.
starring LeBron? I was extremely confused by a picture that you sent. It looked like you were holding a playbook.
Yeah, that was the play pamphlet thing.
Why did LeBron have a...
So originally this play was called King James.
Huh.
And the person it's a 2-man play, and the person we were there to see who's in it is Jamie, the guy who I told you about, who's an actor.
Uh-huh.
And I thought this was a Shakespeare thing, because that's what King James sounds like.
Yeah.
But it was literally a play about LeBron James.
Oh, that's so cool.
Are two friends that are both big fans of LeBron James that live in Cleveland, Ohio. And it was just about them and their friendship, and it was very good.
That's cool.
Yes.
And then, what you told me you did something today.
No, I didn't do too much today. But yeah, yesterday I did the most. It was tire place. Then
dang.
went home, and then I also bought a book at Barnes and Noble while I was.
Would you care to share with us?
It's called
the Bible.
And Then There Were None.
Huh. Okay.
And then I went home, and then I went to this party I got invited to, where people were just playing video games and stuff.
Ooh.
I couldn't stay for too long, because of the play. Then I had to go to the play. And after the play, I played 2K.
Or was it homework? I don't know.
I haven't done any homework all weekend. I have homework due
Nice.
at midnight.
Okay. Are you planning on doing it?
Just kidding, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm already
Well-
70% of the way done.
Okay, good. Was it intentional to like take a break like this weekend? Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really good to do. And then you could come back like way stronger.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, what did you do?
So what did I do this week? So after I dropped you off, I went home. I got boba with Alyssa. I saw Miss Mariachi at Sprouts.
This was that night?
I started watching Silver Linings, the movie.
Was this the next day?
I edited a few pods with the intro that you sent me
And wait, where did you see Miss Mariachi?
at
The
Sprouts.
The one near Bosque?
Uh-huh.
Okay, what was the next thing you just said?
I started watching Silver Linings. I edited a few pods with the intro that you sent me, but I also added a few things. So I'm excited for you to see it, but you'll probably have to wait an entire year. It's pretty cool though. Oh yeah, your brother started talking to me about starting a social media account to make some side money. So that was cool. We'll probably start on that soon. I walked Fergie just about every day, I think. Do you remember Elias? He's like Josh's cousin, and he posts YouTube videos. And
All I know is David Kosh.
okay, yeah. Well, anyways,
He
he
might have told me about Elias.
he's been very consistent, and like he makes really chill videos, like just about him like going on trips with his family and walking around and like doing cool stuff and whatever. It's kind of like vlogging, but very vibey, I'd say. And so I saw that he's like still very consistent and like they're actually getting pretty good, which was like kind of inspiring to me. And then, oh yeah, and then I sent you a video by the Zats Man. It was about like YouTube tutorial hell or something. And like, yeah, like it did, like I just really connected to it. Like I felt like this guy expressed a lot of feelings that I had had, but I hadn't like put into words. And I thought it was like a super cool and unique video. It was good.
After you're done saying stuff, like it could be an hour from now or whatever, but say tutorial blondeus.
Okay, I will. Yeah, okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. And then, oh yeah, I started doing some really awesome learning with the boys, Colin and Samir, and I'm really liking that so far. I was re-listening to some podcasts with Ryan Trahan, and I listened to one that I hadn't fully heard yet, and I heard him say some things that I really resonated with, and one of them, I thought this is so cool. So, like, I feel like 99% of people on the internet, like posting videos, are doing so in like an exploitative way, where it's like, I'm gonna hack your retention, I'm gonna cut, do every little detail just to like hijack your mind and like force you to watch this basically. But Ryan, he calls it like redemptive work basically, where he's doing it like out of love and he's not trying to like force somebody to watch, he's trying to give them a good experience where, I don't know, it's just a little more like, kind of like a safe space where you could like, I don't know, flourish. And I don't know what the word is, but I think it's like a really cool approach. And so there's a video that I'm editing right now. It's like it's a video about Dax Flame, and I heard Ryan say that like once I'd already like filmed the whole thing, but editing it has been so fun because I'm going into it like wanting to have fun. Because like, of course I want to have like a fun experience for people who watch, but like it's making me like have fun editing it, which like, yeah, I feel like it's been a while since I've had this much fun editing something, so that's cool. Yeah, it's just like, it's so cool to like approach it a slightly different way.
And the main thing you're doing differently is trying to make the video fun to watch.
Like I wouldn't say that's, I don't know, I'm just like having fun making it.
Instead of making it like perfect for the algorithm.
Yeah, exactly. And like I still keep that in mind, but like I don't know. It's like it just takes so much pressure off, and like, yeah, it's just so much. It's so cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the most fun.
Yeah, it really is.
I just don't like thinking about like technically what's gonna do good and stuff.
Yeah. I kind of do at the same time. Like I don't like it. Like editing this video, it's really nice to just not even care about it and just like about the technical things and just make it fun or whatever. But like I do still think about the algorithm and stuff.
Intentionally, or it just comes to your mind?
Intentionally.
Because I feel like rarely does it just come to my mind. It's like I have to force myself to think like what's gonna do good.
I think for me at this point it's very like intuitive because I've made so many videos and stuff, and because I am trying to, like, for me, like for you, I think one of the big differences is like I would really like it to see some big numbers and stuff, and I feel like you're not too like concerned, like you know. Yeah.
Dex.
Yeah, that was part of the video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just like in the background, I think.
Cool.
Sorry, this is like I wrote down a lot. I realized I'm eating like way more sugar than the recommended amount for a person, so I've tried dialing it back for like the last few days, which has been pretty cool. And I started eating like these salads from Target because Kyle recommended them, and they're good. They're really
Have
good.
you tried one chili, right? Have you tried any
Yes.
more?
No, I've not, but I would like to.
What was the one you had?
Turkey Stack'ems. Yeah.
Yeah.
You told me that was the least like good, right?
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Probably, yeah.
'Cause I remember thinking like, whoa, like if that was the worst, like, golly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were all good.
if you say so. My mom caught up to me with 3 Body Problem, so we're now gonna we've started watching that together. It's a really good show.
3 what now?
You know, like Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
So I think it's the same writers or producers or something, and it's so good, but it's more sci-fi focused, and like it's like there's one thing that's based in reality, and then the rest is kind of fictional, but it's really cool.
That's cool.
And then, okay, I've been bumping those 3 specific songs on SS4U, Straight Fire.
Is that the Drake album?
Mm-hmm.
I listened to the whole album.
Oh, nice. What did you think?
I thought it was all right.
Give it to me straight.
I feel like my would have been better if I was just sitting listening to it, but I was doing homework, so I was slightly distracted. But the songs that did stick in my mind while I was doing homework are these ones.
Hey, that's one of the ones I played, and that's one of the ones I played for you.
Is this one?
Die Trying and Give Me a Hug.
This is the one that has the drop.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then also the third one I like is Nokia.
Okay.
Baby girl.
Interesting.
Okay, and then yesterday I hung out with
So that was
Nick
all
and
Monday?
Aiden. Yeah. Now we're jumping to yesterday.
Okay.
I hung out with Nick and Aiden, which was pretty cool, pretty good to see them. And funny enough, again, I ended up going to Hell's Gates, like again, not planning to, and they just wanted to go.
That sounds fun.
And yeah, and then we went to the Frontier, and then I told them about making YouTube videos, and they were like super supportive, so that was awesome.
Yeah, I feel like literally everyone would be.
Yeah, and it's weird, like, I don't know, like that makes sense, and even as I kind of wrote this down, I was like, yeah, why are they not? But I don't know, sometimes it doesn't feel like people would be supportive.
I guess you can also tell when someone's genuinely supportive and when they're not genuinely supportive.
True. But like also I feel like for example, like maybe there's some people that I do know that are not supportive, but like obviously they want to come across as supportive.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
But probably not. No, but they especially like genuinely, it was pretty cool. Like, I don't know, it was just pretty awesome. Yeah, and then I went to brunch today. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so on this show, since it's a time capsule, we make predictions, but I thought this time we should like kind of be a little more specific. So, Andre, I want you to give me a prediction when it comes to movies, the music industry, technology, sports, and social media. I want one for every single category.
The new Mission Impossible
Stat.
will be the best Mission Impossible of all time.
Wow. By what metric?
Like earnings, just like the amount of views it gets, and
Do they count views? Like, I don't know.
I assume so. Like how many
Like
people
tickets
go
are
to see
sold?
it, yeah.
Yeah.
The retention rate,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. What was the other category?
CTR? Oh.
No, the other category of
Okay.
prediction.
Technology?
Technology. I think
Harrison Ford?
the humanoid robots.
Mm-hmm. Are they popping off this year?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I say they're going to be in 1 million homes.
Wow. By the end of 2025?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay, next, music industry.
Music industry. Lil Man Jay is gonna have another breakout song after Whiskey for the Wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna have another big one.
And I think that he's gonna like go multi-genre. Like I know he already has, but he thinks he's found his lane in Western music. I think he's very good, but I think he can do even more. Like I just feel like he's a extremely multifaceted, like just extremely talented artist. Like
Sure.
he killed it in hip hop, he killed it in country. Like maybe next he'll do opera or EDM.
True.
I don't know. Okay.
He killed it in Christmas.
Oh yes, yeah. The holidays.
I didn't like that song, but
Yeah, it was not my
maybe
favorite.
objectively,
Like
maybe
Mrs.
he
Claus.
did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what about social media?
I say there's gonna be a massive update to Instagram. There's gonna be some new feature that everyone's psyched about in November. What predictions do you have?
Okay, I wrote down way more than I meant to, so this might take a minute. But for music, I think that Chance the Rapper will drop an album that will shock the world anytime after May 4th. Additionally, J. Cole will redeem himself after the stuff he put out last year.
Which J. Cole? Like the J. Cole you have beef with, or the J. Cole?
Should we finally get into this?
Sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna give like a brief little summary.
All right.
So, okay, 2023, I started doing one push-up every single day on TikTok to shake Mr. Beast's hand. Okay, it took me 30 days to get like 3 followers, and then I don't know, when I was on like day 70 or so, I'd probably gone up to maybe like 1,000 followers, and this guy named J. Cole popped up on my For You page, and he was saying, this is day 1 of doing another push-up every day, which is exactly what I was doing. And literally from that one video, he got well over 100,000 followers, which was like wild. And I remember part of me was like, bro, what the heck? But part of me was also like, this is kind of a blessing because like literally out of the blue, a guy just showed me like exactly, like for the exact very specific niche that I'm doing, how to get way more views and stuff. So I started like doing what he did, and it did help. And then I tried to turn it into like a kind of like a beef, like a pretty, like what's the word, like a manufactured beef. Like I can't think of the word, but it wasn't really real. But I mean, there was something there. But we made honestly one of my favorite videos I've ever made. It was the call out video, and like you like you went ham. Like I had you cover yourself in ranch dressing, and then Jack, I think he used his like 4K or no, his 6K camera for some reason. It's kind of annoying how big the footage is, honestly, but and he filmed it all, and it was like I called out J. Cole and blah blah blah. I feel like this is actually not at all needed context, but basically J. Cole is a ex TikToker.
Has he uploaded since he like stopped doing
Yeah,
it?
he injured himself, and then he posted 2 days of recovery. So he's like halfway through the challenge, and then that's it. I've not seen like a trace of J. Cole on the internet since then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I hope so.
So which J. Cole were you talking about?
The music guy.
Okay.
The guy that was a basketball player.
And why does he need to redeem himself?
Yeah, that was a little harsh when I said that back then, but I didn't really love the stuff that he put out. Plus, I feel like
Like which stuff?
okay, so I think he dropped like a mixtape or an album or something. And I just remember something, it was like, there was a song called Grippy or something like that. And I feel like the whole album was kind of around that, at least in my mind. And then, and it just, I don't know, it's a little weird to me. And then, oh yeah, with the whole Kendrick and Drake beef, he was involved at first, and he did like fire back at first, and he was like, oh cool, this is gonna be a thing. And then immediately he was like, he apologized, and he was like basically telling Kendrick he didn't want the smoke or something like that. And he backed down, and I mean, it's a respectable and very like mature thing to do, but like, come on, no, I don't know. But the thing is, I feel like in a lot of people's minds, like myself, like I had J. Cole on this pedestal of like just incredible work, like all around all over. And then I feel like he dropped a bunch of like stuff while he's been hyping up his final album called The Fall Off.
Did he release that?
Mm-mm. So hopefully that's what he comes back with.
Okay.
Yeah, but hopefully it's not his final album. Oh yeah, also, I think that people are going to find success in another industry than what they've been known for. The Rock will start vlogging. Timothy Chalamet will collab with Central C.
Already done that.
I don't know, yeah. It's like Drake will make his debut in the WWE. Mr. Beast will appear in another blockbuster. Patrick Mahomes will go back to school for his realtor license. Carter Bogart will walk on as quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. Worlds will collide. All right, so that's what I got for music.
Sounds about right.
When it comes to technology, AI is going to be used to discover new drugs. NVIDIA, I can never say that right, will start to exponentially pull ahead of all competitors such as AMD and Intel. We will personally see at least one humanoid robot just like walking around in public, and we will see double the driverless cars than we saw this last year. How many did you see?
I think I've already seen some this year. Like not driving themselves, but it's parked. Like I saw probably 6.
Okay. And were they
Florida.
like Waymo or like?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. I don't know if I saw any, so I'm glad that you said that because that means we're going to see 12 this year.
But that was this year, I think.
Okay,
that was in January, I believe.
Okay. Well, still, from now until March 2nd
Okay.
of 2026.
I mean, what if I saw 0 last year? Then
Yeah, that's why I was
maybe
banking
0
on you
this year.
saying like something. I'm glad you said 6. Okay, movies. Okay. Despite Sean's review, I think I'm going to enjoy Captain America New World. And the Minecraft movie is actually going to be really good. Thunderbolts won't do great in the box office, but it'll give people like a lot of hope for the MCU. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is going to be very, very good. The F1 movie is going to crush with, what's his name? Brad Pitt, thank you. and How to Train Your Dragon is going to flop.
There's a new How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, it's like a live action remake, but the dragon is still animated or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does not sound good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking with this one. And then Superman is going to be really good. Okay, social media. Drake is going to collab with Logan or Jake Paul in the next year, and Dax will hit 1 million subs before 2026. Okay. When it comes, did I ask you about sports? Okay. Do you have one for sports? It's funny. I set a timer for this episode, 1 hour and 30 minutes. And it's funny that we're not even 30 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know. I got one.
Okay, I got one. All right, I gotta get this right so I can look at the camera. Yeah.
Damian Lillard will score 80 points in one game.
I'm gonna sound like a damn fool, but is that the guy that plays Shaggy in Scooby-Doo?
No.
Okay.
But Marco Terzo did make him a pair of shoes. He's going to have more than 80 points. I'm not saying 80 exactly, but like more than 80.
80 or more.
Yeah.
Okay. Victor Wembanyama will sink a half-court shot on October 14th.
I did spoil that prediction. Victor Wembanyama is injured and out for the season.
Shit.
No, but he could come back.
When is the next season?
You might be right. Because, I guess this season will probably end the end of April. So,
okay, cool.
Let me see when the actual NBA season starts.
Yeah, it's funny because I have no clue if there's like a game or anything on that day. Like, I don't even know if the season is going on.
What day did you say?
October 14th. But he could also, I didn't say in a game. It could be like at his house.
The regular season starts, right, that's when it started. Well, this year at least, it started October 22nd. I don't know what year.
You're going to be off by a week.
I don't know when it'll start next.
I think they'll have a special event or something and he'll sync it.
Okay. Well, I mean, they have preseason and stuff, so
there you
it could
go.
be.
Yeah. All right, yeah, that's all I got. Okay,
right.
so... Huh?
All right.
Okay.
Shall we call it there?
Okay, so you're always telling me that like you're excited to like to like do something, and then in a year from now you'll like you'll look back and be like, I don't know, like you want to see what you thought about an experience before the experience and what you thought about it after. So do you have any of those? Like what are you looking forward to in the near future? Victor Wembanyama sinking a 14 half-court shot.
Yeah. Did you say half court or full court?
Half court.
Okay.
I think.
Does it have to be just anywhere beyond half court or like exactly at half court?
It could be like half court or further.
Okay. What am I looking forward to? My family, speaking of Victor Wembanyama, is going to see the Spurs over spring break. So I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to rewatch all of them. I mean, I haven't watched all of them, so I want to watch all of them to prepare for that.
Uh-huh.
Because how many have you seen?
I think I've seen all of them. And I think 4 and 5 are the best.
Is that like Dead Reckoning?
I think yes. 5 is Dead Reckoning, I think, and then 4 is...
For some reason, I thought there were way more than that. I thought that was like 10, like Dead Reckoning. Isn't this like the 12th that's coming out or something?
No, I think this is the 9th.
Really?
Either 9th or 8th.
I mean,
Probably
either way, that doesn't add up.
8th.
Like Dead Reckoning was the one that came out.
No.
I mean,
that was the most recent. That was the most recent. Dead Reckoning. Yeah.
So 2022?
It was not Dead Reckoning. 4 and 5 were, because Dead Reckoning was like number 7, I think.
Okay.
and the one that's coming out is the 8th. But I gotta see what the maybe it's a live reckoning.
Very funny.
Mission Impossible 4 is Ghost Protocol.
Ah.
Mission Impossible 5 is Rogue Nation. Those are my 2 favorites. 6 is Fallout, which is the most recent one that I saw, which was pretty awesome as well. They're all really good, actually. And then 7 is Dead Reckoning. I would need to rewatch that one.
I would rewatch that.
What's the last movie you saw in theaters?
Well, one thing I am looking forward to is that this Wednesday, I think my mom and I are going to go see Captain America: Brave New World.
Oh yeah, let me know how it is.
Okay.
Dax Flame.
I thought of that for a sec, but I was trying to do like one of those like cats.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to go see Captain America 2 and Paddington. Have you seen that yet?
Paddington in Peru?
Yeah.
No, but I really want to, but I need to watch the second movie first.
You haven't seen that.
Well, I know, you're right. Because you talked a big talk about Paddington 1, I watched it and I loved it.
So you hadn't seen it before I said that?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
And then I'd wanted to watch Paddington 2 for so long, and then Miel, Luke, me, Emiliano, I think it was just the 4 of us. You know how we went to White Sands that one time? So we stayed the night here before, and our plan was to watch Paddington 2, but we put it on and like just did not watch like any of it, so that kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But
what happened
in the movie?
Like, why'd you not watch it?
Because I don't know. Somehow we were, for some reason we were in here, like in this room, and for some reason Luke was under my bed, like going like this, like Wilbur or whatever from World War II. It's like Wilbur was here or something. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. It's something. Okay, and then, but, oh yeah, and we were trying to do like kip ups. So I don't know what happened, honestly. I don't know.
Okay.
But, yeah, so that never happened, and now I really want to watch that, and then also Paddington in Peru.
Yeah. Yeah, you should watch the second one before.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I mean, if you wanted, you could go with us on Wednesday.
Yeah. I know my family wants to watch it too. But I mean, I could always go see it first and then see it again.
Yeah, get some intel.
Get some reps in.
Get some recon. Get some sets.
Yeah. Oh, also something I did this week. I went to La Posada with my parents. Oh, they'd never been there before.
Really?
Mark let them in for free without me even being there, and without knowing they were my parents.
Wow. He must have sniffed it out like as they were walking in or something. Like,
no, like
really?
They walked in like 10 minutes before me, so he wouldn't have known they were my parents or anything. And I think they just said we're waiting for my son. Or he asked, like, do you have swipes? And my dad was like, I'm the one that pays for the swipes.
Whoa. That's
and then, yeah, that was a cool statement.
Yeah.
And then Mark was like, oh, okay, gotta take care of the parents. And he was like, come on in.
Whoa.
That's what my dad said. And then I walked in, and they were already in there. And then I said hi to Mark. I don't think, I can never really tell. Like, I think if he taps on the screen or something, he might be charging you, but I don't think he charged me.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we ate. It was really good.
That's awesome. We should ask if he wants to come on the show. Would you be interested?
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome. Like, that's the first person I've thought of that, like, is very, very achievable, I think, and would be incredible.
Yes.
Top G. Would be number 2. If we could get Andrew Tate, that'd be comparable.
Just while my parents were driving today and I was in the car, there was something on the news about how Andrew Tate and his brother were being tried or in trial or something, and my dad just switched it off. But I was actually interested in
Yeah.
what's happening with them.
Yeah. Well, I saw that, I think for the first time in, I don't know how long they've stepped foot in the U.S. I just saw a video of that. And it was like, honestly, like kind of cool. like the doors open and they're like, and they're just swarmed by like, sir. True. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, you're totally welcome to join us actually.
Thanks.
So, yeah.
I'll let you know
Cool.
soon.
It'll probably be Wednesday, just whenever.
All right.
Probably not during the day.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I am also excited to continue watching Three Body Problem with my mom and Better Call Saul. And I'm excited to continue editing the Dax video. And I'm like, I want to touch on that whole exploitative and redemptive thing again, because it's like so cool, like just like the intent you have when making something or doing something, like like it's just like, basically I'm very excited to make more videos where the entire process is out of love and its like goal is to be redemptive, because this video, I wrote it and I filmed it with not necessarily like an exploitative mindset, but kind of like unintentionally. Yeah, like I was just trying to like be like, all right, it needs to be like this and like this and like this. And it wasn't until that I was doing the editing that I looked at it in this a little more like wholesome way. And so I'm excited to like go through the whole process, like actually enjoying it and trying to make it fun.
Okay. And so, wait, say that part again. You, halfway through that process, you sort of switched mindsets? Like,
It was like only once I was about to start editing.
okay. But while you were writing the video idea, you had the exploitive mindset.
Can you say that word again for me, sir?
Exploitive.
No. Exploitative.
Are you sure that's what it is?
I am. I checked right before this because I wasn't sure either. It's a weird word, man.
So that's how you were thinking when you're coming up with the idea. But then when you're starting to edit, you're like, I'm going to be a little more relaxed with this.
More or less, yeah. It wasn't like intentionally, like I'm going to like sucker everybody out of their like time or whatever. But it wasn't like I was really making it like out of passion and like it was something I wanted to do, but I wasn't very excited about it. But I became excited about it basically when I was like, actually, I really want to like try to make Andre laugh. I want to try to make Luke laugh. I want to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my videos are probably the complete opposite of what gets views. Because almost every funny thing is like an inside joke.
Yeah. But I think that's awesome. And I feel like, I feel like Ryan has kind of proved that you can still go ham like without being exploitative. And like, I genuinely think that if you kept making videos like you do, like it would gain traction because you would just slowly build like an audience of people that do find that very funny, and you know like what specific people find funny and stuff.
And so you think Ryan's videos are not necessarily trying to like cater to new people? Or?
I think it is like, because he chooses a lot of topics that are extremely familiar to a ton of people, like hotels and stuff. But I think he's not like I think he's okay if a title is like lingering for like 5 seconds or something crazy, like yeah. And I feel like it's cool because I feel like you can really read like the vibes that went into a video. Like, at least personally, I like maybe half a year ago or a year ago, I started to like, when I'd see somebody like I feel like Eric is still doing ideas where somehow it stresses me out to watch. Like, that's what I've noticed. And like, I feel like because it is just such a stressful idea, he's like, I snuck into like the 5 biggest venues and blah blah, and I still like watch them sometimes, but I just feel like I can feel that he's stressed just doing it, and I don't know.
Yeah, I still just can't really get into his videos.
I respect him so much. Like, I feel like he's working harder than almost anybody on the platform, and I feel kind of bad for him. one of his last videos genuinely made me laugh a bunch. It was the one where he was sneaking into a place, but it was really funny. He like put two guys inside of one pair of clothes, and he like put them on a scooter. It's really funny.
That does remind me of a video I saw. I don't know whose video this was. I guess it could have been Iraq, but it was, I think, sneaking into the biggest like Comic-Con in the world or something. And there's some guy in like a giant costume just sort of pretending to be very still and just slowly like creeping in very slowly. And I think, he got kicked out eventually. I can't remember. Oh, wait. I think I do remember. It was, do you know that British comedian YouTuber guy, Max Fosh, I think? I think it was him. I like his videos.
So not Iraq?
Not Eric. But Stradman, you can't go wrong. I just love his videos. I legitimately have not... Let me look at this. It's probably been an insane amount of videos that I've watched without missing a single one.
And he does weekly?
No, not really. Like, I think he was gone for... he was gone for like 3 weeks or so. Like maybe 2.5, because he was on vacation.
Indisposed.
He was traveling with his
Indecent.
mom. But yeah, just look at
his birthday suit for 3 weeks.
Look at all this. Like every single one has a red line. And the ones that don't have a red line, it's probably because I
watched it again.
Started rewatching it. Yeah.
Wait, and like okay, they're all around like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah. This is strange.
What? Let's hear it.
Yeah, that's very weird. I think these ones, I've definitely watched these ones. I don't know why they don't have the line under it. Because I recognize these thumbnails and stuff. But I know it's probably been like almost 2 years that I've been watching every video. Stradman is awesome.
Tight.
And also Stora, you might want to watch that video tomorrow. It's a part 2 video. I watched the part 1 video, and they are attempting. They probably already did it. I mean, they're gonna release the part 2 tomorrow, so that they have already done it, unless they're doing it right now. But anyway, the part 1 video was them attempting. Have you heard of like the straight line challenge? I think there's some other British guy is the guy that sort of started it, but you just travel like several miles in just a straight line, and it can either be on like a rural area, like with mountains and stuff, which is pretty hard, or like an urban area where you have to scale buildings and stuff. But the store has done it probably like 2 or 3 times before, but this one they're attempting now is like very ambitious.
It's like the Burj Khalifa. Wow.
Because they're crossing like a quarry with like all sorts of rocks that can just avalanche and stuff. And
that sounds so fun. Like I wanted to do something like that for a long time.
Yeah, so you might want to either watch the part 2 or just watch the part 1 tonight. Watch part 2 tomorrow.
I feel like neither of those are correct.
Watch.
It's.
I've explained this to you before.
Wait, no. For some reason, it doesn't do the last note, which is so annoying.
No, I've proved you wrong on this before.
I think you have, yeah. But when you sent it over text, I tested it, and you were not right, unless it came through weird or something.
Well played. So what's up, Store Army?
I think I'm right.
No.
I think this is one of those weird.
Well played. So what's up, Store Army? We're back in.
And then do it again. I feel like we're both not right.
It's not.
No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm doing.
What's that?
And you're like.
That's really what it is.
Well played. So what's up, story?
Whoa.
Back.
So it's like, wait, I'm starting to get a little. Still doesn't sound
Okay,
right.
I'm starting to see the one that you're
Yeah.
doing, but you're just, it's not, it's more smooth. It's not like sort of rectangular how yours is. It's like do 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 do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like no.
It's it's not. It's.
You just perfectly did the one that yes, that's the right way.
Okay.
I don't know how you don't see the difference.
No, I see the difference. It just somehow sounds like both or something.
Interesting.
I am also excited to watch Marco's new video. I believe it comes out either today. I'm pretty sure he said it was today, actually.
How did you know this?
He posted about it.
Instagram?
Yep. I think so, yeah. On his story. I'm pretty sure yesterday he said tomorrow. And he said it's like he's been working on it for a really long time and it's one of his favorite videos yet.
Yeah, he hasn't uploaded for 3 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think he's released it yet.
Yeah.
Have you seen this one? I haven't yet.
It's really good. I really like all his videos so far. Oh yeah, I'm excited to eat more salad and to get good sleep and to take more walks with Fergie and to learn more from Colin and Samir.
What are they teaching you?
Squat. A lot of stuff.
Is it
It's
sensitive information?
yeah, a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I guess?
Yeah, that'd
Alright.
be cool.
Knowing Colin and Severe, which I don't think I've seen a single one of their videos, they probably were teaching you
Belgium split
how
squats.
to come up with like video ideas.
Literally. like that's literally. I'm not kidding.
And the secret is
See, this is why I love hearing this because it's like, am I being fed like, like obvious?
we'll see.
Common
We'll
sense.
see.
Yeah.
I feel like, let's see. The secret is like making an idea that you just cannot turn away. It's just like obligatory watch.
Yeah, pretty. I mean, kind of.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Because I know there's like a Mr. Beast interview that's always stuck in my mind ever since I saw it, which was probably a few years ago, where he was just like, just make videos that you think people want to see. And I think foundationally that is correct.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, there's probably a lot more to it, but that is the place to start.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes total sense.
Mm-hmm. I did, you asked me to come with a topic.
Yeah.
I brought a few topics.
Okay.
Number one is espionage.
You're fascinated with it, with
Yes.
espionage? Like, okay. Like, you should tell me all about it. Like, is there, I mean, it's real, but like, do people, like, how many spies are there today? Do you know?
Just in the world?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. I
Damn.
don't even know if anyone knows that.
Okay. Yeah, it's just, I know, like, nothing about espionage, really.
Pretty much same. But
Like,
does
what about it
interest me a lot.
intrigues you? Like,
Because because I feel like movies exaggerate it a lot with all the action and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but certain parts of movies don't exaggerate it. Like, I think it's sort of the opposite of like action. Like, I feel like with espionage, you probably want to avoid action. Like, there's probably not any like rooftop chases or that kind of stuff. It's all about being unnoticed.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. And the book that I'm reading, Tom Clancy book, is very cool.
That's good.
It goes over like the methods the Russian spies use versus the Americans. And the American spies in Russia, they do what's called like, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think couriering, which is basically just like multiple spies passing along a note or information in a way that's like not noticed. So like it could be in public places or not public places, but they basically have to like basically reverse pickpocket something, give something like a piece of information to someone in a way that does not look like they did that. And sometimes there's a chain of couriers, I think they're called, where there could be like dozens of them. And so I think that's one way that information is passed, which is cool.
Through like a dozen people, basically.
Probably.
Uh-huh.
And, but that's the main way that the spies operate in this book. I can't think of really much more, but there are, there's a Russian guy in this book who's like a military officer who's very famous for his actions that he took in some combat or something. So he saved a lot of people. But he turns out to be a spy working for the Americans, which no one suspected him of for that reason.
I feel like it's crazy to imagine that you might be a spy.
Yeah.
And like this would be the perfect cover to bring up this conversation. And it's, I don't know.
Do you have like any proof that you can think of? Like anything that I've ever done that seems like a tiny bit suspicious?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, like it's hard because I don't even know your motives, you know? Like who do you work for? I don't know. Like,
is there anything that you're just like, that was odd? Like, I'm gonna remember this.
Well, but I'm just saying, like, of course. but what can I attribute to you being a spy? Like,
I mean, anything really. Like,
okay.
It doesn't have to.
But I'm just trying to
it just could
make
not be
a correct
immediately
guess.
Obvious. Like,
I'm trying to make a good guess here.
He could be like,
so
that was just a completely
you're
random
working
thing
for Russia
that I did.
or North Korea, and you want information for some reason. Like, but I'm probably thinking you don't even want information about me. I'm thinking you probably want information. Okay.
But you think that like, okay.
Maybe the time that the time that we were sitting in this room and you just conducted 5, 3, 4.5 symbols.
Yeah, or I could have like intentionally done that for all reasons also.
Oh, maybe
like, so that you like I knew you would see that.
I guess this was a little strange. You could have placed a mic in there.
That is true. Have you ever inspected it or anything?
And you think that you saying that's going to stop me from inspecting it, but after you leave, I will be ripping it open.
All right. That's true. I could have done that. I like, have you seen all the James Bond movies? Like the Daniel Craig ones? Oh, you should. Have you seen any of them?
I started one at your house, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, that one's probably my favorite, but they're all really good. No, that was No Time to Die.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that.
You should finish that.
Okay. I was like 5 minutes in.
Yeah. The other topic was what makes you happy?
Me?
Yeah.
That's an awesome topic. dopamine, brother. Serotonin. Is serotonin also like a happiness drug? Okay, I don't know. All right.
That's a question for Shandus.
Okay, like what makes me happy? Like it's a hard question. I feel like immediately I'm trying to like go all the way down the line of like what is it? Like I feel like it's a mix of like my either reality like being what I want or or I don't know, like I mean there's a lot of things I guess that make me happy, like because even if it's not what I want, like I feel like I probably learned something and feel good for getting through something that sucked. So I'd say, I don't know, like I'd say people make me happy and dogs make me happy.
Okay.
Cats make me happy. I feel like that's a really big question that I'm not sure how to answer.
I mean, those are like valid answers. What about those things make you happy?
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm going to just choose dogs, so that's simple. That they're so like loving and innocent. Maybe that's it, I don't know. And like, I just love petting them. I love petting them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's all I got.
What makes you happy?
And
like, give me just one specific thing that makes you happy.
I like seeing new places. Like traveling is awesome, or even just
why? Like I actually want to know because I don't fully relate.
Just like I've noticed how much easier it is for my brain to just be occupied when I'm not just seeing the same things every day. Like when you see the same things every day, like this, I've seen this a good amount of times.
Literally what I see.
It's like
yeah, true. You probably
not
seen that
too
more
much.
than me.
I mean, there's still things like when I look straight in front of me, like things that catch my attention and stuff. But there's not like too much about this is really occupying my brain. So which
Do you want me to decorate more? Is that what you're trying to say? I can put something up.
I mean, that's up to you.
But you like to be stimulated. That's
yeah, like just when you're seeing new things, it's just so much easier to be happy, and it's like so much more space for your mind to grow and think about different things, and just new experiences.
Sorry, I don't know why.
It really makes you live in the present. And what was the other thing I said? Traveling. Was that the only thing I said?
You said like traveling and seeing new places. I think that's what you said.
Okay.
That's cool. And why?
I did not listen to anything.
Cool.
The other thing is, I think I've been trying to sort of improve on this lately, but I'm sure you've heard it, like doing things for others helps you feel happy.
Yeah.
And
So true.
been trying to do more of that, and I think it's true.
And I feel like that ties into what I'm saying about redemptive work. Like, I feel like it does feel so much better to be trying to, like, do something for other people. Like, give them a gift of this video.
Yeah. And the fact that you created happiness in someone else gives you happiness on, like, a deeper way than just having happiness, like, for yourself.
Yeah. I agree with that, definitely.
Uh-huh.
Why?
That is a good question. Maybe just I think it's cool that humans have the capability to do that, because like happiness is something that everyone is seeking for themselves, but you never really think about you have the ability to provide that for someone else, and sometimes like happiness is hard to find for yourself, so the fact that you can sort of predictably do something that you know will make someone happy is pretty insane.
True. I feel like just you saying that like made me want to, like, I don't know, like, yeah, I feel like you're right. I feel like I could like just thinking about my sister Amelia, for example, I could probably make her a pretty awesome, like, just piece of art that would probably, like, make her pretty happy, at least temporarily. Like,
there's a ton of things
or
you
probably
can do.
not just temporarily, because somebody would appreciate that forever. Like, something she made for me.
And think about it, it's like endless. So doing stuff for others can make you happy, but that's also like endless fuel for your, like endless happiness for yourself that you can just create.
So we just
like if you buy like a jet or something, that's happiness that would probably go away after a while. So it's like, but there's endless amounts of things you can do for others.
That's crazy. Wait, so I'm interested, like, what do you feel like, because I don't know if you understand, but like when you gave me this, like I genuinely loved it. Like one of my favorite gifts I've ever received. Like, did that make you feel good? And then also like the fact that it's here every single time, like does that affect you? Like has enough time passed where you don't really care? Like
no, I think it made me happy when I did it, and like seeing it here makes me feel proud that like you like it enough to have it up. So yeah, I think those are the two emotions.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's like somewhat like proof of like this hack. Like we kind of just hacked your emotions.
True.
And mine.
And for you, like, does looking at it still make you happy, or is it like sort of wearing off?
I mean, I'll be real. Like, the first time I saw it was probably like crazy, but no, I do still, like, I think subconsciously I'm like, that's awesome. Like, that's so funny. Yeah, definitely. And then like anytime somebody asks me about it, like I kind of like laugh, like yeah.
I think this reminds me of Dax Flame, because like a question he asks a lot of people he talks with, it's like, did that make you happy? It's interesting.
Yeah. He's secretly fiending for making people happy.
Yeah,
he does know. He knows something. I think he knows that. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. So maybe he will come on the podcast to help us out.
True.
Imagine it cuts and he's just right here.
True.
Right here. Standing right here.
Yes. I think there was one other.
I really like both those topics, by the way.
So it was like
espionage and happiness. Like,
yeah, there's definitely one more. I don't know. I wasn't like as excited about this one, but I think Insecurities are good. I think we might have talked about this with Sean or something.
I love, like, I mean, I just find it interesting, very interesting.
Yeah, and the more insecurities you can sort of get over, the better, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
yes.
You first.
I did remember the actual one I was trying to remember. That was like the one I didn't really want to bring up that much.
Okay.
Memories. So if you can think of any cool memories, because I feel like that's something I could talk about for a long time.
Okay, perfect.
Just from any point. Like, I don't have to be in them, or just any cool memories you have.
Okay. First, can I say a thing about insecurities?
Sure.
I just find them really interesting because, like, I think it's pretty rare that, like, truly anybody cares or maybe even notices what you're most insecure about. Like, yeah. And also, like, a good example is the photo that UNM posted of you, me, and Alyssa, because I think when I saw it, we were at the museum and it was like we were looking at art. I think when I saw it, I was slightly subconscious about like my posture or something, but like not too much or something. And then when you saw it, you're like that is atrocious. I look like
mine was actually very noticeable.
I swear I did not even think about it. I thought, like, I compared myself to you and I was like, bro, why am I all like kind of showing
But like, you gotta admit, like, just objectively looking at that photo, like if you had a robot like analyze the pixels to like see who was leaning over more, like I was literally like like my hands are like behind my back.
Okay,
like,
so
who even does that?
Like, people do that. Like I just feel like you think it's a much bigger deal than anybody else. Like, yeah, maybe
That's
you were technically leaning over more, but like you're trying to see a painting, like,
yeah.
And then like I just find it so interesting. And then also, okay, like I heard this somewhere, but you know, like when you're a kid, like kids are pretty honest and they can be kind of mean sometimes. They might like make fun of you for some specific thing, you know. And so I think a lot of people, once they hear it like once or twice or three times or whatever as a kid, it can kind of stick with them. and you kind of need to have like some like different data at some point. It really helps, like for me, if I have different people like tell me like, well, no, like I like your blah 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 or something like that, or like I literally never thought about it, then I start to be like, oh wait, this is just like an insecurity that a little kid gave me one time, and I feel like you can totally get over them and stuff.
Yeah, and if you're surrounded by people that are just either influenced by one person who's saying something bad about you and they're all saying it, you might think it's like true.
Exactly.
Just because like more than one people are saying it. But
Yeah, and
you gotta like separate yourself, like have a diverse amount of people that can show you that it's not fact. Like,
and also, yeah, like exactly. I feel like everything we're talking, like all insecurities that I can think of, that I'm thinking of right now, are pretty like subjective. Like it's not like I don't know, your hair color. Like it is a color, but like some people might say, oh, this color is terrible, and others are going to say it's great. Most people probably wouldn't even care or something. And so like, yeah, I just feel like, yeah, it's like you base your reality off of other people's opinions. It could be easy to do that, like just naturally.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Okay.
And I think,
Okay.
I think when like, even if multiple people are telling you something, like it's good to consider people's opinions and advice, but
Yeah.
if it's like very negative stuff,
Yeah. If it's just like destructive.
yeah, you gotta like sort of
Fact check.
yeah, or just like intentionally try not to buy into that if you
Yeah.
and then sort of prove it to yourself that it's not right.
Yeah. So, okay, memories. Like just any good memories, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll try to pick like a random one that I haven't thought about. So it's like, okay, I just thought of one. So this is very random, but this was like around, I think, the beginning of 5th grade. Maybe it was the first day or something. Maybe it was a little before school started. Like maybe I don't know. I can't really remember, but I just remember. Oh no, I think it was 4th grade. And this was the first time I met one of my, like, I mean, I haven't seen him since 5th grade, but he was one of my best friends at the time. His name is Anthony. And so in 4th grade, I think he had like a shadow day or whatever, you know, where he comes in and like just to check it out. And I just remember like walking over to, we had a tire swing at our school, and I feel like the details aren't quite there, but I think there were 2 little girls like on the tire swing, and I think Anthony was there, and like we were older, and he was like, I mean, we were still like 11 or something, or 10, but I feel like he said something like either like very like vulgar, or, like I can't remember, but
They were, wait, what were the girls doing?
they were like swinging on the tire swing, I think.
Okay.
Or maybe he was on it and they wanted to get on. And it's so weird to like look back, because the original emotions I have about this memory are like very funny, very happy, and now I'm looking back like this is kind of messed up. But that's like how our friendship started. Like
Misogyny.
What?
Misogyny?
Misogyny.
You and Anthony bonded through your mutual misogyny.
No. Yeah, a few things. One, I feel like I was a very like not to do my own horn. I feel like I was like a decent kid. Like, I mean, decent's crazy, but I just feel like I wouldn't, you know, like yell at some like little kids or anything. But somehow I just remember that's like the first impression that he made on me, and somehow we became friends. Also, wait, misogyny?
Misogyny.
Okay, I was like, is this dude for real?
But it's not that different.
Yeah, but
It's just a G versus J.
Yeah. Okay. Misogyny. Yeah, so that's just a memory that came to mind. How about you? Yeah, make it real random, or unless you had one.
I mean, that sort of reminded me of Tae Hwang. I think this was like 3rd grade or so. Like him and I, like, do you remember at Sunset? Did you ever go to the playground? Like the big one?
Barely, yeah.
They have like that wall on the back. Like, you can like retainer wall looking thing where you can go up there and
Wait, the preschool or
the elementary school.
Okay.
Were you just at the preschool?
Mostly at the preschool.
Oh, okay.
Doing my rounds.
Tay and I were running up on that retainer wall, and I think we were pretending. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, pretending was like an activity that you just did back then.
Yeah,
like,
and that reminds me of something I'll tell you.
why don't we just like have a time where we just pretend?
Yeah.
Like, when's the last time you just pretended?
Well, I'll tell you in a second.
Anyway, we were pretending. I think Tay was Buzz Lightyear, and I was Woody, and we were like running around doing parkour. Like, that was cool. Like, we were actually doing parkour. We were pretending that part. Like running around on that wall, and like I feel like Tay was probably pretending he was shooting lasers and stuff. And I remember I did this cool jump off of the wall, and I did a cool like parkour roll after that.
Whoa.
That was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right about like pretending and just using our imagination and kind of being carefree. Like, so about a week ago or so, I think it was just me and Fergie. My mom was like heading home from work, and I was playing with Fergie outside, and then sometimes I chase her around or whatever instead of throwing the ball, and I kind of just started like running back and forth and like purposely like I was like, I'm just like channeling my inner child right now, and it was honestly so cool. Like, yeah, it felt like I hadn't really felt like that since I was a kid. Like on our street, like we would, like there was a bunch of kids around my age, and we'd just go out and like scooter and bike and ripstick and play around, run around, like just act things out, be kind of silly or whatever. And I was just kind of like doing that, and I was like, bro, this is awesome. Like, and I was genuinely thinking it'd be so cool to like work this into a schedule, like where just like a bunch of like the fellas, like all of our friends, like our families, like we could just hang out. Just be silly.
True.
No, but like just not really think about anything, and like I would want to make it a point where maybe either social media or phones are not allowed, but cameras are allowed. I think that'd be cool. Like no phones allowed, and it's just like an evening where like we just hang out, just like at least for me, like the old times, and like yeah, just kind of enjoy being present. And I feel like I did that. I was just like kind of running around, and then like I was like balancing a broom, and I was like, normally I would never do this because like I would just grab my phone, but like I'm kind of just chilling outside. I'm gonna balance this broom. Like
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, balancing a broom is very fun.
It is. I got splinters all over though.
Oh,
It's too bad,
that's weird.
but it was worth it.
And yeah, do you find it difficult to use your imagination? Like, do you find you have to force yourself to?
I guess. I mean,
Do you find yourself using your imagination a lot?
I feel like that's a hard question. Like, because for me, it's not really like it's like an on or off. It's just like, I don't know. Like, I'm probably always imagining something.
Or are you just thinking about stuff?
I don't know. What's the difference?
I feel like there's a big difference.
Like, would imagining be like imagining Dax Flame standing right here?
Yeah.
Normally, I would not do that. But like, I can right now.
Yo. What like facial expression, like, because I'm visualizing his head being like sort of like right here,
I was picturing it like right here. Right.
and for
me?
facial expression?
Okay, for me, so I was picturing like the light hitting him, and he's kind of just like.
Okay, I also pictured him just doing like sort of his idol face.
Yeah.
And like his arms just
Yeah.
like very straight down, like very
Yeah.
straight. Yeah.
See, that was fun. That was cool.
Did you enjoy that?
I did.
Okay.
I really did. Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I think I don't use my imagination enough. Like, I feel like it's always just the same kind of stuff. Like, just sort of like my future. Like, it's pretty much the only reason I like use my imagination. I don't just use it for fun. Like, it's always just thinking about what's gonna happen in my life and stuff. I feel like I guess sometimes I think about technologies and stuff, like cool technologies that could be cool or like don't exist right now that might exist.
That's very interesting for me to hear because I feel like
Like, what do you use your imagination for? Like videos? And like I feel like there's a difference between using your imagination and creativity.
Yeah.
Like creativity is just creating something.
It's more like
with
making
your brain.
something. Like
Yeah. But imagining
is like something that isn't there.
you're like
not
trying to
even
make it real.
with creativity. I feel like imagining
yeah,
you're not trying to make it real.
What?
I feel like with imagining you're doing the opposite. You're just
Yeah, you're not actually trying to make it real, but you're trying to pretend like it's real.
Yeah.
And I feel like I never do that.
I feel like is that considered like fantasizing kind of? I feel like I used to do that more for sure.
Yeah, but like I feel like that's. I wonder why people don't do that.
I mean, I think some people do. Personally, I think I just I think it became preoccupied with like other concerns and stuff.
That's what's wrong with
Yeah, it
with
is.
us.
It really is.
Yeah, we don't have time to imagine.
But it's not even true. Like like if we want to, we can. Like because at least for me, like I have like done it like recently.
Intentionally.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But for me, it might be like while I'm falling asleep. Like I feel like it's just easy to like. But it'd be cool to do it like while I'm driving. Like.
True.
Imagine text someone next to me, start talking to him.
True.
Yeah, no, I feel like maybe I speech running. Yeah.
Another thing, people watching this video, Mr. Jolts, or anyone else that happens to be watching this, did any of you guys, when you're sitting in the back seat while you're like people are driving you around when you're little, imagine a person outside doing parkour over obstacles going by, like whether it's houses or just jumping from car to car? Because I did. I'm pretty sure like almost everyone did. Yeah. Because I saw this one video, and like if people are really being truthful, like this guy was saying like he used to do that. I had no idea anyone else used to do that. I thought it was only me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like that I always used to have fun doing. And this could just be because like our attention spans have gotten so much worse because of all the possible things I could do on my phone while I'm in the car. Not driving, of course. But like that, doing that back then was actually something like I like looked forward to, and like it would keep me entertained for the whole car ride for sure. Like I'd be doing that for like 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Yeah. But like now it's like I can still do it. Like I'm still capable of doing it. But like, I'll do it for like 5 seconds and just lose my focus.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
It is.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, I want to talk about manifestation.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, human beings, we're like androids, like robots at this point.
Yeah. So, okay, what do you think about manifestation? Do you know what it is?
Yes.
What is it?
It's basically like acting as if something is real until it is.
Yeah, it's more or less. Like I feel like the straight up definition is probably like literally just making something, like creating something from nothing, like making it real. But yeah, I feel like people use it more so like that. Like, I feel like something about something you said like a minute ago made me think of that, and I do not remember what. But like I do
imagining?
Yeah, I guess. Like I think I've heard of certain people using manifestation, and I think, like, do you believe that it can actually help? 'Cause I do for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it can help.
I feel like at the very least, it's like a cherry on top of like confidence, where you've like told, like, especially if you're doing it where you're like saying it out loud to yourself, or you put a note like and you read it every single day, and it's like, I will do this, do this, do this. Like I, Andre Jordan Kahn, will be elected vice president, like or whatever it is. I feel like it just builds your confidence at the very least.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. It still requires a lot of imagination, and like it's pretty hard to do.
Yeah, and visualizing.
Yeah, because it's so easy to get discouraged and just think like, oh, it's not real. It's never going to be real.
Yeah,
but
but
to convince yourself every single day that like that's going to happen or is already happening.
yeah, I think that's so cool. And like, yeah, I feel like it's confidence, and it also forces you to remind yourself of the goal, and it might even continually motivate you and like keep you disciplined, and like it'll definitely make you think about the steps to get to whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm. What is like an activity you would say is 100% without a doubt worth doing?
Like physical activity?
Anything.
Again, I feel like that's such like an open-ended question. Like, just okay. I don't know. Talking to your family, talking to your friends, like a one-time thing, like on the daily, like.
On the daily.
Okay, on the daily.
Or just like repeatedly.
Wait, and what was the question again? Like, what's something you have to do?
100% without a doubt worth doing.
Brushing your teeth. Like, genuinely, I feel like that's pretty good for a lot of reasons.
It depends.
Okay.
It's not universal. You don't have to do it.
I didn't say that. I said 100%.
It's worth doing.
It's worth doing.
Like, you sure about
for
that?
one,
Like,
it
what
takes
if you
care
just
of
use
your health.
mouthwash?
Like health.
I'm sure you would be all right with just mouthwash.
Health. Self, like confidence. Just routine in general. Like hygiene. I feel like it's like, I don't know, sleeping. That's a good one.
Okay, yeah.
Nah, okay. Let me think about something else. Okay, something besides like what most people do every day.
Yeah.
That I do, or just that they should do.
Besides just general upkeep.
It really depends. Like, do you consider like watching something that comforts you like upkeep?
No.
Okay, then do something. I think doing something that's like self-care. I feel like making it a point to like either watch something that you know is going to make you laugh, or like do anything that's like gonna just be good for you. I know that's not like a specific activity, but maybe going for a walk.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that. I like walks.
Yeah. Where have you been walking? Have you been repeating the same walk?
Pretty much like a different route every single time. It's so cool because we have a bike path that goes to the park. So like for the 5 years we've been here, we've pretty much just always like gone there. But I've been taking Fergie at night a lot of the time, and it's been fun. We've been like going all around like different neighborhoods, and I've been seeing streets that I've never ever seen before, even though I've lived here 5 years. And it's so it's really fun. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I think looking at houses is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, especially if there's different types of houses.
Yeah.
Not just like the same.
There are, and there's a lot of really nice houses that I'd never seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is the park that you're talking about that one that we went to that one time that has like the good view or whatever?
No, it's not that one. You probably, yeah, I think you could, wait. I don't know, you could probably kind of see it from Montano, like when you're, I don't know. It's really close though. It's really big. Mariposa Park. Mariposa. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm going to stop this timer.
It would be sort of funny if the way the episode ended with just the alarm.
Oh. That would be, okay, that would be kind of cool.
It just rang off with the black screen.
I mean, I wouldn't like the ringing just because I feel like personal preference, it's like too,
Copyright?
well, I'm not even worried about that. Like, just, it's so like startling. Like, I don't want to.
That'd be very funny.
Don't worry, guys, I got you. I ain't gonna do it.
No, it wouldn't even be that startling.
I think I would hate that if I listened to something that ended with an alarm. No, thank.
That could be what keeps people watching. They
And maybe they're driving and they're starting to snooze. No.
People like the adrenaline. It could happen at any moment.
I would hate that. I would not watch that.
Comment if you would like to see that.
Yes.
Even though all these episodes will already have been filmed.
Yeah.
Posted by the time you see this.
Yeah. Okay, I do want to talk about that more because, okay, genuinely, I want to hear your prediction. How many views do you think each episode will get on average, like after just like a week of it being posted?
A week of it being posted.
Yeah, so like when the first one comes out September 21st, how many views will it have by September 28th?
So the first episode.
Yes. Just to start with. Yeah, the first episode.
20?
Quadrillion? 20.
Yeah.
I think that's solid.
Because it is a long video, and people have the patience for that.
And also, like, we have no niche. We have no, like, I feel like the only thing, like, our one saving grace is that we're speaking to you from a year in the past, which...
But no one knows us or, like, anything about us, so, like...
So is that good? Like, I'm so glad we're doing this for a bunch of reasons, but it's going to be fun to see, like, because who knows, maybe, you know, like, yeah, this is, like, I was just talking to my mom about this, like, I feel like, I think the camera's dead. No, it's not. Like, we haven't been doing this, like, in my opinion, exploitatively or redemptively, because we just have kind of been doing it without even, like, having an angle or anything. I feel like we haven't really been trying to make it, like, something people want to watch.
I mean, but it's just like a podcast, so it's like you can't really do that too much.
I'd kind of disagree. Like,
What could we be doing?
Okay, so a bunch of things, but like I genuinely don't even really care. But I do think that we could, like, for one, have this whole time like had some sort of focus, some niche. We could change it going forwards if we want. That's the biggest thing. Then I would say we pre-plan, like, especially if we have somebody on, like, pre-plan things that we want to try to get out of them or something, and then we could, like, already be like, know what we're gonna title it, like Mark, like exposes La Posada or something like that, and we could get him to talk about, I don't know what, but, you know, so kind of going like that, and then just be way more like, because we're kind of just like cringe, like like Mark Rover, like, I don't know, like we don't have, like, very much direction, which I don't really care about, but and then, yeah, just being more concise, and then also the editing, I would do it all like I did on the first episode, where I made it, like, kind of cool and, like, have these hooks and whatever, and then there's the whole thing of, like, then taking clips and posting clips and whatever and make people want to watch it.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I think, I was going to say something. What was the thing you said right before editing clips or whatever?
Like a direction or a niche or a topic or Mark Rober.
Before that?
Cringe. Mark from Lapo.
Oh. Yeah, I just made all that stuff about Mark letting people in, for like my mom and dad in for free, and me too, and I just made all that up.
Like, actually.
Yeah.
Cool. I got you. Yeah. Mark is definitely one of the best employees, and may God bless his career. Okay. I feel like we have a few options here. We could either end the podcast like I told you, and you could go do your homework, or we could sit here in silence to really become present, or you can, like, start talking about something very spontaneous.
It's up to you.
Should we flip a coin?
Sure.
All right, I got you.
But we're there 3 hours.
Yeah, if it lands on the side, then you go do your homework. Let's see what we're working with. I mean, yeah, are you good with that if it lands on the side?
Sure.
You positive? Do you want to flip it?
How long would we be sitting here in silence?
I don't know.
Just tell me.
What?
Like no more than 5 minutes.
All right, cool.
That was the other thing. I rant about something.
Yeah, like just like something that you think me and the fans and all the fans at home have never heard, because I feel like you're right. I feel like, I don't know. Well, before I flip this, do you feel like we're just kind of like broken records? Do you think like the two of us have already like said everything there is to say, and we've been yapping this entire podcast?
I feel like we have like imparted like all the valuable knowledge like we have in our brains. So we're just sort of like
Wait, to them?
reiterating like everything like.
Okay, yeah. So in the future, like let's genuinely like try to like, I don't know what. Also, do you want to like go forwards like having some sort of focus? Because I don't really care.
Like, what do you mean?
Like maybe a focus of like books or cooking or making videos or YouTube or Tom Holland, like something very specific. Just
like for the rest of the podcast, maybe a different topic every day. Maybe we should educate ourselves. So
like each week,
like
or just
research and stuff. So we actually have. Like,
I love this idea, but like I know you're like doing school and stuff.
No, I can do it. I'll just do it a little bit at a time.
Okay, because the original plan for this was like we each keep bringing topics, and I feel like that like
What was it?
for a while, like
I don't remember that.
I'm pretty sure we could probably find
I
text.
feel like it's always been just rants.
No.
Like that was our
Well,
plan from the beginning.
I don't think so. I'm gonna search the word topic on my text and see what happens.
Well, yeah,
Topic.
probably like very recently, but not since the beginning.
Let's see. Okay, let me go back to September. Okay, this is in this is in okay, this is in October. Okay, ready?
I mean,
This is in October
October what?
18th.
that's like a whole like 3 weeks that we've been doing it.
Yes, so like 6
Since
months
the
ago.
beginning.
Okay, listen. Reminder that we're doing the pod tomorrow at 3 if you still say that works for you. And then I said, this time, let's both bring 3 topics we want to talk about. I guess wow, I am shocked that I never said more like clearly. I feel like I must have in person and like, I don't know. Because
And I'm sure I probably brought some topics. But
Yeah.
like probably planned it very.
dude, it's
very short in
crazy.
advance. Right before the podcast probably is when I thought of them. But
So like, yeah, I want to hear. I do really want to hear like, do you have a vision for like where this podcast goes? Because I genuinely do not care like what we do with it. Because it's just fun to do in general.
I don't know. No.
Like just ideas of where it could go. How about that? That you'd be somewhat interested in.
I mean, where could it go? You mean just different stuff we talk about?
Like, no. I feel like it could go to like 30-minute episodes where we're just boom, 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 like talking specifically about like bell bottoms, you know, or it could be a 2-hour thing where we sit in silence, or it could be something where like it's like we move around, or we get a guest every single time, or we cut your hair or something, like, or we have segments, or we highly edit it. Like I feel like there's so many random things, or we specifically try to be unpredictable, or I don't know.
I don't have any ideas right now, but I'm sure I can think of stuff.
I guess the important thing is like, do you have any goals regarding this? Like, do you want to get views? Do you want to like get a brand deal? Do you want to like make some money? Do you want to like just explore the mind of Shaquille O'Neal, Dax Flame?
I feel like it's pretty hard, like podcasts. Like we're just like we don't have a giant fan base, and we're just starting a podcast.
And we're not really experts at anything.
But yeah, views would be nice.
All right. If it lands on heads, then you're talking about something random. Damn. Let's do that. So we're sitting in silence. Okay, before we start the silence, You said views would be nice? Views would be nice?
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, I don't really want to put that much more into the editing personally.
Well, but you're saying that would be necessary for views?
No, but it would help. But what do you think would be the number one thing to get more views? Do you think it'd be like going into the episode being like, all right, let's talk about this one story where you almost blah, 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 where I saved a child, and where like we go in very targeted and just boom, boom, boom. Do you think that'd be more entertaining, and therefore?
I would say doing more. I think you mentioned this earlier, but short, like, promotional videos for the podcast. Like, it could be just an insane video of you, like, punching an old lady in the face and being like, tune into the podcast to, like, hear why I did this.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Like, yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's weird, like, part of me, like, I feel like if you want to do that, like, you should do that. Like, I kind of don't want to be the one, like driving that, because, I don't know, for some reason I'm, like, I know this is, like, like, kind of dumb, but, like, I don't know, something feels slightly embarrassing to
Promote a podcast?
well, specifically, like, this podcast. Like, I love this podcast. I genuinely have so much fun. But, like, it's not, like, something where I'm, like wow, I put all my, like, soul into this. Like, you know? If it's, like, I'd rather...
a side thing?
It's kind of just... I guess... Yeah.
So the concept was doomed from the beginning.
Well, not necessarily, but
Yes.
I mean, because for me, the goal wasn't, like, views.
Yeah.
It was mostly, I mean, maybe, like, I mean, again, views would be cool, but I feel like it was mostly, I want to document what we're going through when I'm 20 and you're 21, and it's, yeah. I think it just shut off. All right, audio only for the rest of this episode. I don't know why, I feel like I'm thinking about a bunch of good thoughts now. What are you for staring at the camera? Like, I'm just thinking, like...
Yeah, let me check to see what I got on this exam. Alright, this is a picture of you and him. I don't know why this popped up when I clicked my exam 1 scores. It was just a map of the school.
That's funny. Do you think we should have 3-hour episodes only? 10 hours? Should we do one that's 10 hours? Should we do only... Damn, if only they could see you now.
Wow. Yeah, he must have curved the bleep.
Really? You do good.
I got a 57 out of 60.
Dude, let's go.
I don't understand how. He must have really given me a lot of points on the last. I got a 95. Happy about that.
Good.
Big up.
Yeah.
Dr. Rodigan.
Yes.
He's
Roger
quite a
that.
chill
Copy
fellow,
that.
Actually. Wow. My prediction at the start of this episode was correct.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the first prediction that's been proven, right?
Dr. Rodigan is officially the GOAT. I have no doubt. Like, future Andre, he's the GOAT. And you know this sitting there. Like, I have no doubt he's going to not prove to be the GOAT. What were we talking about?
A few things, like, wait, so how long, like when do you need to go? When's your heart out? When's your heart out?
I should probably leave, like, 10 minutes.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of homework due at midnight.
Okay. So what we're going to do, I don't know where my phone is. We'll do 1 minute of just pure silence. Just pure silence. And the goal is to just really, like, feel insanely present.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Nope.
All right. Ready?
All right.
Boom.
Oh, sorry.
Boop. There we are. There's a minute.
Wow, that went by fast.
That did. I feel like, yeah, it did. So what did you learn? Tell me what you learned.
What did I learn?
I don't know. What was it like? And you can leave a comment down below as well.
I feel like I just sort of acknowledge sort of where I am in space and time.
Yeah, good.
Like,
That's what I wanted.
I sort of went to the future and the past, like, simultaneously, and just sort of realized, like, that I'm in this room.
Yeah. No, me too. But also, I did learn something. I learned that Glenn Berger. I learned that Glenn Berger, like, wrote part of the screenplay for Kung Fu Panda. Like,
Wow.
Isn't that cool? Like, that I could just look at a detail that I've never actually read before and process it. And also, yeah, I was like looking around, looking at some like little details and stuff, and yeah. Okay, so for the remaining 9 minutes, or a few minutes or whatever, okay, we're just gonna rapid fire. Okay, Andre, what is the goal for? I don't know, man. for the pod.
What is my goal for the pod?
Or do you have one?
I say, yeah, maybe try and make it more entertaining.
Okay, cool.
So I think
Cool. I like that.
I like the idea of doing research. Like, I feel like we should be knowledgeable about stuff.
Yeah, I mean that.
You listen to people.
Exactly.
They know
Exactly.
more than you do.
Yeah, and you might like, but yeah, exactly. Way more people would care if we had something to provide, like value.
Yeah, we need to blow
But-
people's minds with the kind of stuff. we're
but-
talking about.
Yeah, so should it just be like general things that would blow anybody's mind, or should it be a specific thing? Like,
I mean, it could be something like, since you have a good feel for the algorithm, like a topic you feel like people would just be attracted to. You could just tell me what that is, and we could just.
Well, I think you should tell me. I feel like.
I don't really know.
What do you mean?
I mean, you know the.
Oh, I thought you were saying like we talk about the algorithm on the show. Oh, okay, okay. No, I genuinely think. Okay, so we want a large TAM, total addressable market. So like what's something that has a massive fan base, like Formula One, soccer. Soccer probably soccer probably has like one of the biggest fan bases.
Yeah.
I know nothing about soccer really, but we could start talking about soccer, and for sure. So that's something familiar, and then what sets us apart is that we get like extremely insane information.
We should become like the world's leading like
Experts.
know most about soccer.
About specifically Lionel and Messi. Just kidding. It doesn't have to be, but
If you were down to do that, I'd be down. Like,
yeah, I would
might
be.
like, I mean,
That'd be the funniest like pivot in all of human history, and I'm so down.
all right, I'm down.
Cool. Because I think it'll still be fun. We can still talk about what we did each week. It's funny that it's a time capsule. But yeah, no, dude, wait, yeah, why? We literally, we need to think.
Messi's life. And
Yeah.
say what he did every week.
No, but we need to be like literally the thing that sets us apart is the fact that we're a year in the past. So how can we use that to our advantage? I don't know, but like, do you have any ideas? I mean, I feel like, obviously.
We could like sort of guess like stuff.
Like predictions?
Guess stuff like in the future that might become like very controversial. We could talk.
Yeah, talking about it
yeah,
before it's
like, say a
controversial.
bunch of stuff
Yeah,
that we
because
think
everybody
about.
else would get canceled, but
Yes.
but
that's
we could
exactly
actually
what I'm
talk
thinking.
about it.
Yeah.
okay, so like, but I feel like that's a little iffy because what if the thing never becomes controversial?
Like, people could be like, how could like we should cancel these guys, but they can't because like.
Yeah,
talking
no,
about this a year in
yeah,
advance.
that's true. Do you remember me saying that? I think I literally said that on episode 1, more or less. But, it's hard to think of an advantage when we're at a disadvantage. An advantage of being a year in the past.
Like.
Well, things repeat. History repeats itself, right? So like we could like what?
We could like predict something's gonna happen and then just like actually make it happen. That way it seems like you're right.
Yeah, that's fun. But like in our like we could predict that we're gonna get Shopify to sponsor the first episode. But that's not really like what I'm talking about. Okay, how about What are you doing?
I'm telling telling Kevin what. So for
Kevin
FSA
Wattell? Sorry.
Did you hear Gene Hackman died? It's pretty crazy. They so do you know who that is?
Mm-mm.
He's a very famous actor, and him and his wife were just found dead.
Oh
with their
wow.
dog
Jeez.
in their house in Santa Fe.
Oh wow. I saw that like headline and I'm not kidding. I thought it just said that the dog was found. And I first kind of read it like that and I was like, whoa, like these guys they tried to make the headline look like that, but damn.
Yeah, they're still sort of looking
That's
to see
terrible.
how, but I think my dad said it. I think he saw it on the news, and I think they were saying it looks like the wife might have died some kind of drug overdose or some kind of thing with drugs, and then but they don't know how he died, and then the dog they don't know why the dog died either.
That's really sad.
Yeah. Anyway, what I was gonna say is for FSAE, we have to choose our sub teams by like tonight, and I've already emailed Andrew, the guy, to tell him, and I chose aerodynamics as my sub team, so I will probably end up getting that. If I don't get in that, I'll be on. I put brakes as my second choice, be on the brakes sub team. I've heard
That's
both
so
of
cool.
those are pretty easy, so that's why I put them.
Okay, I just asked ChatGPT about like some like strengths that we might have. It says predictions and future reactions, make bold or funny guesses about the world, pop culture, your own lives. When it finally airs, you can react on social media, seeing what you got right or hilariously wrong. So that we've kind of been doing this whole time. Lost conversations, treat each episode like a forgotten message to your future selves and audience. I feel like we kind of do that, but it says you could also leave open-ended questions or challenges to respond to when it finally drops. 3, time-locked jokes and references. Mention trends, memes. I feel like this is all like just natural, like of course.
Yeah, we've definitely done a good share of all this.
Okay. Or it says you could have guests record their 1 year later responses when the episode comes out.
Something we haven't really done is
Merch. We've not done merch.
we gave the one shirt away.
I feel terrible. I'm so sorry, Jolts, if you wanted that. But should we sell shirts?
He probably has it in his possession. He just might not have opened it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Might see him wearing it someday.
Yeah.
One
We're
thing-
kind of like role models to him. We're older than him.
True. One thing I just thought of, we could say things we're like afraid of right now, and then in the future we might have.
Or they have eaten us alive.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I mean, if you want, man.
What do you want?
No, this is your show. This is,
True.
yeah.
Nah.
Not what?
No.
Just no.
Yeah.
About what?
We should not do that.
Okay, I'm good with that too. How about we expose ourselves? Nah. Oh, we could. It's so hard to think of like an advantage.
I think Jack is gonna own the guild in 30 years.
Cool. I think this week I want to put a little bit of thought into
I think
how we
Jack
could
just
clicked off.
just no. I think
He clicked on just to hear you say that.
I think right now he just did that.
It's too bad we can't. Should I say wait?
Oh.
His right leg's over his left leg.
Yeah, when I said that, I just put my I crossed my legs and put my right leg over my left.
And I think he's going like this. I did kind of like the Riz face, but like a little more disturbing and sad. I don't know.
And I think,
And I think that Kevin Wattel is on all fours. I don't know who that is.
What were you saying before I interrupted you?
Oh, yeah. I think this week I personally am willing to spend just like a little bit of time really trying to think about what like competitive advantage we have, because like there's got to be something like, and I know I guess it's kind of like I already know some things we can do, I just don't really want to. But if there's something that we could just, I don't know.
We could make a separate channel for like last year's Spanish channel.
Double the views.
Everything was Spanish.
Yeah.
We'll just do that for every language.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think YouTube now, it's like a feature, so it'll dub it for you, I think. And then also, I thought about this on one of the episodes I did at your house. Like, bruh, we could totally make these like vlogs. We could just film what we do each week and then not really care about editing it too much, just kind of compile it. And then we can like react to it sitting here and be like, oh yeah, I did this and that was so funny and you see this and like, or something like that, and then make our predictions and then boom, and it'd be way more entertaining. And then we could like show people what Coors looked like a year ago, like this car crash, this fire.
I do like that because we do sort of need a visual time capsule component to this. Like it's just us rambling
in a white room with white lights.
Like I feel like
two white lads.
Would be the most interested in this, it's like us.
Yeah.
I feel like I would even like get bored like a whole year. Like,
No, same. I think I'll watch. I don't know. I'll watch, like, we'll see. It'll be fun. I'm excited. I am excited to see if it is even enjoyable for us.
It's funny if we, like, legitimately force ourselves to watch every second of every episode. Maybe every weekend. And then we film ourselves watching it.
And post that one year. You know, it's crazy because I feel like, for me, it's hard to predict what's going to happen just in general. But, like, I feel like probably the most likely thing is, we get about 10 views per episode. I think it's possible we get like 1 or 2 views per episode, but I don't think that'll happen. It's also possible that we get like 10,000 views per episode. But probably not. But okay. Wait, so you're interested in trying the vlog format? Go. All right, so you know what your job is then?
Film stuff?
Yeah, film stuff and compile it and then send it to me. And you can do anything you want, and then I'll do the same. And then we'll watch it a week from today or whatever.
Alright. I feel like I'm gonna put too
Blow.
much time into that, but maybe I'll try not to.
Yeah, we don't have to. Yeah. If you do it, definitely don't put much time into it.
Alright.
Yeah, because then it could be like this. Okay, so we start it, right? And then yeah, we do so I just say what's happening in the world. and then I feel like we should talk about something specific like Lionel Messi, right? And then we talk about what we did in the week and we just show the visual as well. And then we make predictions at the end about Lionel Messi.
Okay.
And then we end it.
I do like the Lionel Messi thing.
Yeah, I could see that going straight on puberty. Like, 2 young men have a very niche Lionel Messi podcast, which is a year time capsule.
So the next episode, is it going to be solely about Lionel Messi?
I don't really know, man. I feel like I need to think about it for a little.
I mean,
Because, like,
if you say the
to be-
word, like, I will compile research about Lionel Messi, and like, we can
I
start.
would love that.
I'll find
Or-
the most niche stuff that no one's ever heard.
All right, I love that. Let's do it. Let's just try it for one episode.
All right.
Also, earlier you told me to say like Ondus Blondus or something, or message Blondus, or it was Colin and Samir related analytics algorithm
Oh, it was
Blondus.
I think it was the YouTube tutorials Blondus.
Yeah.
I don't know what that video is about. I never like watched it.
It's really good.
But I feel like so many people on Instagram and YouTube, like, good to them for like playing it off well, but I feel like so many people are just pretending like they know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Or even recycling the same thing. Like,
yeah, like if you can, like all those like YouTube tutorials and stuff, like
that's why it's
might be true, but like a lot of it is like just people just like who really should not be giving advice, just giving advice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it is. There's so much to it because like there's hours of Mr. Beast advice. Like he probably knows what he's talking about. There's other big creators. There are people that know what they're talking about. There's just a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We should probably end it so you could get out of here.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to say anything final?
Dr. Rodigan is the GOAT.
And I am making a kissy face and throwing up the peace signs just like this. If you want to watch another video, be my guest. This one should be all about Lionel Messi.